Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some NFL with the hundreds and hundreds of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this recap I'm doing here is a bit of a random one, or normally on most occasions I would not even bother to touch this game because number one, it's not really that important. Number two, both teams probably won't make the playoffs. But I went to the game. Both teams are kind of still in the hunt, so why not talk about it? And the game obviously that I'm talking about is the Miami Dolphins versus the Dallas Cowboys. Took place right here in South Florida, my backyard, and I got a chance to attend the game with the homie JP. Shout out to JP. Had a great time. But anyway, the Cowboys pick up their third win of the season. In their first with Tony Romo back, and with that being said, the Cowboys play in a weak division. They play in the NFC East. You look at the NFC East right now and how that whole division is looking. You got the Giants at the top, 5-5. You got the Redskins at 4-6. The Eagles at 4-6. So the Cowboys are really only 2 games back, and that's a blessing, a huge blessing for them. So can they make the playoffs, maybe win the division? You never know in the NFC East. It's always an interesting division. And with Tony Romo back, they're a better football team, so they're going to be an interesting team to look out, watch moving forward. But as far as today goes, Romo didn't look as sharp as normal. You look at the stats: 227 yards, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Didn't really look the sharpest. He made some good throws. Obviously, we'll have a better barometer on where Romo is come Thanksgiving when he plays those beasts right there, known as the Carolina Panthers. But we'll know how much better he's playing. But to come into Dolphins or Sun Life Stadium and get a win over a struggling Miami team that just picked up a big win against the Eagles recently, that was really good for these Cowboys, and the pass rush really got after Tannehill today. 3 sacks, 6 quarterback hits. Tannehill just looked uncomfortable. And speaking of Ryan Tannehill, I made a video, and I'm gonna call out some of you Dolphin fans who call me out on Facebook, who call me out on in the comment section. The Dolphins. I am from South Florida. All right, I grew up here. From Charlotte, but I grew up here. Dolphins I consider them my second favorite team. So I like seeing the Dolphins do well. But Ryan Tannehill is not getting it done. You can call it what you want. You can say the offensive line is this, it's that. But this is year number 4. And we're not seeing really any huge strides in terms of him becoming that leader. He just doesn't have the fire. He doesn't have the fire. He's not a great leader. And he's not like a special talent. He's a good, solid quarterback. But he's not a special talent. He threw a pick 6 today. And he just has this bad habit of not going through his progressions, not going through his reads, and he threw a pick 6. And pick 6 is not the things that he throws pretty often. He throws a pick 6 at least like 2 or 3 times every year, it seems like. So that's what it is. They kind of abandoned the run game. Lamar Miller got like no carries today. They didn't have the ball for a long time, but Lamar got no carries, got 7 carries. So they couldn't get Lamar going. The defense missed a ton of open field tackles. Jamar Taylor got abused by Terrence Williams, and Terrence Williams scored a touchdown. And teams are picking up on this. In the NFL, this is a league where if there's a weakness on your defense, film's out there, teams will find it, and teams know that when they're playing the Dolphins, that Jamar Taylor is the weak link, and they're exposing him every single week, and he has to be one of the worst starting corners in football. I mean, every week I see him get burned. But with that being said, the Dolphins, as far as they go, they're 4-6. They are, it's kind of like a regular year in Miami. Get out to a bit of a good start. Get to 3-3, kind of feel positive about yourself. And then when push comes to shove, in the middle of the year, you lose some tough games against teams you should beat, like the Cowboys, and you're finding yourself sitting here at 4-6, having to really go at least 9-7, and have a lot of help in front of you, and that's probably not going to happen. So we're looking at another 7-9, 8-8 type season for the Dolphins, 6-10 possibly, and another 9th overall pick, something like that. That's where this season looks like it's going for the Dolphins. And they got to break the cycle. They got to really figure out where to go from here because Dan Campbell, every time the Dolphins play a formidable opponent that they lose. The only the Cowboys with Romo are a formidable opponent, and they lost to the Cowboys today. So Campbell made some bad decisions today. The Dolphins were down by 10 points. There was 6 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock, and he didn't go for it on 4th down. They were about at midfield, and they weren't able to stop the run. So the Cowboys controlled the clock. They did what they had to do. Next week for them, they got to come see these boys right here, the Panthers. So I'm gonna talk about in my video coming up soon. Cam Newton had a great game today. The Panthers are going to be going to Dallas looking to make a statement, and I hope they make a statement against that team. But it should be a good game because the Cowboys pass rush did look nice today. They look pretty good. But it's just two different calibers when we talk about Dolphins and Panthers. For the Dolphins, they're 5-4-6. They got a big rivalry game coming up with the New York Jets. They got to go into New York. That's never easy to do, but the Jets are kind of reeling as well. So should be an interesting game. But let me know what you guys think. Dolphin fans, Cowboy fans out there. What do you think about this game as far as these two teams? Where do they go from here? Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. Visit TrueSchoolSports.com always. And until next time, take care, guys.